Right, Khushi?
Yes, ma'am.
Khushi, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So we have started this topic, which is rectification of errors after the preparation of trial balance, but before the preparation of final accounts, right?
Yeah.
In this we were discussing about one-sided error as well as two-sided error. In one-sided error, we can rectify this error with the help of
Suspense account.
yes, very good. With the help of suspense account. And here we have two-sided errors which we can rectify by passing
By rectifying the journal entry.
yes. All right. So in the previous class, we have discussed how to pass the suspense account entry or the one-sided errors, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now in today's class, we will discuss about how to prepare suspense account. All right.
Okay.
So here we will discuss about how to prepare suspense account, right?
Yeah.
So to prepare this, we have some transaction or the entries which are posted wrongly, entered wrongly, right?
Yeah.
So for that, we have this question, which is a trial balance disclosed a difference of 417 placed on the credit side of the suspense account, right?
Yeah.
So here of the suspense account, later on the following errors were located. It means that suspense account we have 417 rupees in suspense account, right? On the
Yeah.
credit side of the suspense account. So later on, accountant find some errors, right?
Yeah.
Those errors are given as follows. First one is goods worth rupees 200 purchased from then we have to prepare rectifying journal entry. So here we have to prepare rectifying journal entry. For this, we have to prepare journal particulars, right?
Yes.
As we know that this is the column of date, this is the column of particulars, ledger folio, this is the column of the amount of debit side and the credit side. So in this question we have given, first we have to focus on the errors, right? After that we will take this balance in the suspense account. So here we have goods worth rupees 200 purchased from Sohan had been posted to his account as 250 rupees, right?
Yeah.
So the entry has to be like purchases account debit to Sohan's account credit, right?
Yeah.
With the amount of 200.
Yes.
But what happens here? Goods worth rupees 200 purchased from Sohan had been posted to his account. It means as 250 rupees. It means that in the ledger account of Sohan, right? That is Sohan's account, it was posted as 250 rupees. But there has to be 200 amount only, right?
Yes. Yeah.
The transaction was done with the amount of rupees 200 only. So by mistake it was written as 250 in the account of Sohan, right? Sohan. So there has to be 200 only. It means it was mistakenly credited 50 rupees more, right? So here
Yeah.
we have to, it means, see here we have, this is our ledger account of Sohan, right?
Yeah.
This is the Sohan's ledger account. So the posting, ledger posting will be as by purchases account, right? But
Yeah.
in Sohan's account, it was recorded as 250.
Yes.
So there has to be 200. This is the wrong amount.
Yeah.
There has to be,
200.
there has to be 200. So the difference is 50 rupees, right?
Yeah.
So as we know that Sohan account is credited by 50 more rupees. So to reverse or to rectify this error, we will debit the Sohan's account, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So here we will pass the journal entry as Sohan's account debit to, here this is the one-sided error. So here we will create suspense
Suspense.
account because there is only mistake in the posting and posting is done in ledger account, right?
Yeah.
So in purchases it was done perfectly, but there was a mistake in this part, Sohan's account. So here with the amount of rupees 50. So
Yeah.
that is why we have debited the Sohan's account with 50 rupees as it was credited by 250 rupees. there has to be 200 only. So there was 50 rupees credited more by mistake, right?
Yeah.
So in this rectifying journal entry, we will pass in the date column, we will here, this is the first entry. So the first entry is Sohan's account debit to suspense account credit with the amount of rupees 50 rupees,
Yes.
debit as well as credit side. And we will write the narration, as we have to write narration in journal format, being goods purchased from Sohan of rupees 200 was posted in his account as 250 rupees. Now rectified, right?
Yeah.
Is there any doubt in this first question, first part?
No, ma'am.
All right. And in the second part, a purchase of furniture for rupees 500 was recorded in the purchases book, right?
Yeah.
So, and the journal entry has to be like furniture account debit to cash account credit. But by mistake, it was recorded as
Just
purchases account debit to cash account credit.
cash.
But cash account by mistake, purchases account was debited. So we will rectify it by passing rectified journal entry as furniture account debit furniture account debit, yes Khushi, to
To cash account.
cash account. See, we have to pass the rectifying journal entry. It means that whatever the error was occurred, we have to correct it.
Okay.
So the entry has to be furniture account debit to cash account credit, right? With amount of
Yeah.
rupees 500. So this is the correct entry. But by mistake, what was written?
Okay.
But by mistake, there was the entry as purchases account debit to cash account credit,
Yeah.
right? So this is the wrong entry. Now with the amount of rupees 500 here as well as here also. So as we have discussed in the previous classes that we have to reverse the wrong entry.
Yeah.
We have to reverse the wrong entry. So it will be like cash account
Debit.
debit to purchases account
Account
credit
credit. Yes.
with the amount of rupees 500, here also 500, right?
Yeah.
So this credit and wait, let me change this color. This credit and this debit will nullify, right? As we know that if there is a value of plus 10 and
Yeah.
there is a value of minus 10, it will give you zero value, right?
Yes.
So as we know that we reverse the wrong entry, so cash account debit will be nullified with this effect, right?
Yeah.
And here purchases account will be credited and our correct entry will be, that is the rectifying entry will be furniture account debit to purchases account credit, right?
Yeah.
With the amount of rupees 500 here as well. As I have told you that if there is no problem in one side, that is, as you can see, there has to be the cash account credit,
Credit. Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So there is no mistake in the wrong entry. So there is no need to rectify this because it is already corrected. It is already right. So we have
Yes.
to things which require some rectification
Yeah.
or it has some errors, right? So we have to
Yes.
rectify them only.
Yeah.
Okay. So till now, is there any doubt?
No, ma'am.
All right. So our rectifying journal entry will be furniture account debit to purchases account
Credit.
credit. Yes. With the amount of rupees 500 here also 500. Here we will write the narration as being purchase of furniture was entered in this book. Now, right?
Yeah.
Now, the third part is instead of crediting Jian's account with 512 rupees, it was debited with 215 rupees, right?
Yeah.
See what happens here. Here we had to credit the Jian's account, right?
Yeah.
With the amount of rupees 512. 512 we have to credit it. But by mistake, what happens? 215 rupees was debited, right? So this
Yes.
is wrong. This is wrong. So there is an error, right? So we have to rectify this error. So how we will rectify? We will do opposite. How? We will credit the debit thing, right?
215. Yeah.
Also, we have to rectify this portion also.
Yes.
Then This we have to do in Jian's account. Jian's account, right?
Yeah.
So now Jian's account will be credited by how much amount? That is 727,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
After the addition of 250 plus 512.
120.
All right. So it will be 727. So Jian's account will be credited by 727. And as we know that this is the error which is related to one-sided error.
Yeah.
This is the one-sided
Side
error.
error.
So here we have to open suspense account. Right?
Yeah.
So here we will debit the suspense account and credit the, yes Khushi, we will credit whose account? That is Jian's account.
Chance account. Yeah.
Yes. With the amount of rupees 727
727. Yeah.
here. So in the rectifying journal entry, we will pass suspense account debit to Jian's account credit with the rupees, that is 727 here.
727.
And here we will write the narration as being Jian's account was debited by 215 rupees. That is the mistake, right?
Yeah.
Instead of crediting by rupees 512,
Yeah.
now rectify. Is there any doubt, Khushi, in this
No, ma'am.
part? All right.
No.
So in the fourth part, goods worth rupees 130 returned by Jian were entered in the sales book and posted therefrom to the credit of Jian's personal account, right? So basically what is happening here, goods worth rupees 130 returned by Jian.
Yeah.
First, tell me the journal entry for this. So the journal entry has to be like sales return as company sold goods to Jian, right?
Yeah.
And Jian
Sales
is
return account.
returning this goods to company, right? So this
Yeah.
is the sales return
Sales
account
return
debit.
account debit to Chance account
Yes, to Jian's
credit.
account credit with rupees 130. Here also 130, right?
Yeah.
But what is the mistake here? It was entered in sales book, right? And posted therefrom to the credit side, credit of Jian's personal account.
Personal
It means
account. Yes.
this is the credit side, this is the Jian's account has to be credit, right? So
Yeah.
this is the this portion is posted correctly,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
But the mistake is done in this part.
Yes.
This part. So here what happened? Goods worth rupees 130 written by Jian were entered in the sales book and posted therefrom to the credit side of Jian's personal account. So here there is a one more account which is involved, that is the
Mm.
sales account, right?
Yes.
As we know, the nature of sales account is credit,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
The nature of sales account is credit. So credit balance. So here the mistake occurred in this part and in this part. So we have to rectify this. How we will rectify? Under sales account, there is a mistake of rupees 130, right?
130.
And
Yes.
in sales return account, there is a mistake of 130 rupees.
30.
Here also
Yeah.
with the same amount.
Yeah.
It means if the amount was posted in sales account of rupees 130, right?
130.
It means
Yeah.
the 130 rupees is not posted in sales return account,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
If I have entered the 130 rupees in the sales account, so it means that I haven't mentioned or I haven't written 130 rupees in sales return account,
Yeah.
right? As here it is mentioned that goods worth rupees 130 written by Jian were entered in the sales book, right? So there
Yeah.
is a mistake in sales account
Sales
as
account
well as
and
in
sales
sales
return
return
account.
account. Why? Because 130 rupees is written in sales account, but 130
Yes.
rupees has to be written in sales return account. But it was not written in this account, it was posted in sales account, right? So
Yeah.
this is the error. And to the credit side of Jian's personal account, it means that the credit side of Jian's account, it was corrected postly, it was posted correctly, right?
Yeah.
So here we will pass the rectifying journal entry as we know that sales account has a credit balance, and by mistake we
Yes.
have credited the 130 rupees in the sales account. So we will to nullify this effect, we will debit the sales account with the rupees
Yeah.
130. So
Yes.
here we will pass the rectifying journal entry as sales account debit as well as sales
Sales
return
return account
account debit. Why?
debit.
Because there was no entry or there was no posting in sales return account with 130 rupees, right?
Yes.
And what we will credit, as we know
Suspense
that
account.
Gian's account is correctly posted correctly, right? So we
Yeah.
will credit the, here we will open the
Suspense
suspense account, right?
debit. Okay. Credit.
So
Yeah.
yes, so there is a error in with the amount of 130 and 130 here also.
130.
So our total will be 260.
260. Yes.
So this is our rectifying journal entry.
Generally.
So let us write here, that is sales account debit sales return account debit suspense account credit.
Account credit.
The debit amount will be 130.
130.
Here also 130. Here 260.
60.
And here we will write the narration as being sales written by Tian was wrongly entered in the sales book.
Okay.
Now rectify.
Rectified.
Yes. Right?
Yeah.
Till now, Khushi, is there any doubt?
No,
You can
ma'am.
see the code as well
Yeah.
as the solution, right?
Yeah.
First, see for 2 minutes. If there is any doubt, you can ask me. Then we will understand how to prepare suspense account. So this is the first entry. Uh, First error, second error, third, fourth error. So there are 4 types of errors.
Errors.
And here we have the solutions as rectifying journal entries.
No, ma'am. No doubt.
No doubt? Alright.
No, ma'am.
Now we have to prepare, pass the rectifying entries and prepare a suspense account. Alright. So for suspense account, we have to understand what is the format. First, first we have, this is the debit side, this is the credit side, and this is the suspense account. Here in this column we have date, the particulars, amount, again date, particulars, amount, right? This is the format of suspense account. Left side is debit side, right side is credit side.
Credit side.
So on the debit side we have date, particulars, amount, and on the credit side we have same date, particulars, amount,
Particulars
right?
amount.
All right. So here, what is the question? A trial balance disclosed a difference of 417 rupees placed on the credit side of the suspense account, right? So it means that the 417 rupees is placed in credit side. It means this side.
Yeah.
So here we will write the amount by, as you know, you have studied in your ledger chapter, right? That
Yeah.
the right side we write as by balance brought down. or here we can write it also as difference in trial balance. All right.
Yeah.
So the difference is of rupees 417 rupees, right?
17. Yeah.
Okay. Now let us see where we have opened the suspense account. On the first entry, we have Sohan's account debit to suspense account. So here in this part, we have error due to Sohan's account. So we will
Yeah.
rectify or we will find the error by creating suspense account. So as we have found the error, so we will post this as this is the credit side, right, to suspense account.
Yeah. Yeah. So, my
With the amount of rupees 50, right?
yeah.
Now we have furniture account debit to purchases account. So this is the two-sided error. So here we no need to uh, mention in suspense account, right? As we haven't created any suspense account for this particular error. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now let's come to the next part. That is suspense account debit to Gian's account credit. So here, suspense account was created due to Gian's account because
Yeah.
there was some mistake in Gian's account. So this is the debit side of suspense account. So here we will write it as to,
Gian's
yes, Gian's account amount is 727.
727. Yes.
Alright. Now the last part is sales account debit, sales return account debit to suspense account. So this error was created due to sales account as well as sales return account,
It's
right?
written. Yes. Yeah.
And this is the error in credit side. So here by sales account 130, and we are also by sales return account 130,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Now here we have to add this column.
Yeah.
There is no other portion, so the amount will be as it is, that is
727.
727. Yes. And in the credit side we have to add,
So we'll get 727. Okay.
all right, so the amount we have calculated in the credit side, it is 727.
727.
Yes. Okay. So it means we have rectified the errors, or we
Yeah.
got the errors that on which kind of entries or which kind of transaction or the ledger we have found the errors, right?
Yes.
And we have rectified all such kind of errors we have detected, and now it is rectified and corrected. All right.
Yeah.
So this is how we prepare suspense account. All right, Khushi?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Till now, is there any doubt?
No, ma'am.
All right. So, Khushi, this is the question. You have to solve it right now.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, I finished.
All right, Khushi. Okay, please say the answer.
Okay, ma'am. So, um, the first is in particulars, it's a bank account debit to DAS account credit with the amount of 100.
Yes, very good.
And in second, it's a return inwards debit to suspense account credit with the amount of 1000.
Yes, very good.
And third, it's a furniture's account debit to purchase account credit with the amount of 3000.
Yes, very good.
In fourth, it's a furniture's account debit to wages account credit with the amount of 3750.
Yes, very good.
In fifth, it's a suspense account debit to creditors account uh, suspend account debit
Yes,
to creditors account credit with the amount of 70.
yes, yes, very good.
In sixth, it's Pradeep account debit to painting and stationeries account credit with the amount of 200.
Yes,
In seventh, it's drawing account debit to miscellaneous
miscellaneous
expense,
expenses.
yeah, account
Yes,
credit with the amount of 10,000.
yes, very good.
In eighth, it's sundry debtors account debit to suspense account credit with the amount of 10,000.
Yes, very good.
In ninth, it's Daman's account debit to suspense account credit with the amount of 4,000.
Yes, very good, Khushi.
So,
Yes. Now you have to prepare suspense account. Have you prepared it?
yeah, ma'am.
Okay.
Should I?
Yeah.
Okay, so in suspense account, the date is March 31st, 2019.
Yes.
Yeah. In
This is
particulars,
on the debit side, right?
debit side. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, in particulars, it's to difference in trial balance,
Yes.
which is given, and it's
Yes. 14,930.
14,930.
Yes.
And in debit side, March 31st, again,
Yes.
in particulars, it's two creditors account
Yes.
with the amount of 70.
Yes.
And
Credit side.
yeah, credit side, the um, particulars, it's by written inwards with the amount of 1000. Oh wait,
Yes.
sorry, I missed the date. So yeah, the date is 2019 March 31st.
Yes.
And in particulars, it's by written inwards account with the amount of 1000. And
Yes.
in again, the date is March 31st. And in particulars, it's by sundry debtors
Yes.
account with the
Yes.
amount of 10,000.
Yes.
And
Khushi, it's sundry debtors.
yeah,
Okay. Yes.
yeah. And
Yes. It's 10,000. Yes.
yeah.
After.
And
Yes.
the date again, it's March 31st. And
Yes.
in
Very good.
particulars, it's by Daman's account with the amount of 4,000. And the
Yes. Very good.
total in both, it's 15,000.
All right. Very good, Khushi. So,
Yeah.
is there any doubt in this question?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And Khushi, you have to solve this question also. This is for your homework, all right?
Okay, wait a minute. Let me take the screenshot.
Yes, please.
Okay, I took. And
Okay,
ma'am, can
Khushi.
I ask you one thing?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
So like I'm confused. After 12th, what should I do? Like, which career should I
Okay,
choose?
okay. All right.
As per
So,
is.
Khushi, there are so many options you can choose.
Yeah.
Um, if you want, I can. Okay, in the next class, I will tell you what are the options after 12th class you can opt. All right. So first, frankly speaking, there are so many options. First, you uh, definitely you will opt for college, right? To get
Yeah.
graduation degree, right? All
Yes.
right. So for that, you can go for BCom, BCom honors, BBA, and so many courses are available there. And
Okay.
also, you can opt for professional courses, which are CA, CS, CWA,
Okay.
and yes, and also MBA,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
also you can do law, whatever you want. So there are so many options. If you want, I will suggest you, or I will show you with the help of few PPTs. All right, in the next class, if
Okay.
you
Sure,
want.
miss. Please.
Yeah, okay. So do you want it?
Yes, ma'am. Please.
Okay. So there are so many options as I have told you, and I will inform you in the next class as well. All right.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Welcome, Kushi. All
Okay.
right. Okay. Bye,
So, ma'am,
Kushi.
can. Okay. Bye.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.